Hi friends, it's Johnny back with another video, and today it is time for another Florida Man video. Now, if you don't know what a Florida Man is by this point, I'm sorry, I'm not making a Florida Man on someone that you want to watch about. I'm trying real hard. They seem to be doing well. I don't know why you're not watching it, but... Anyway, a Florida Man is anytime a news report or a news article says Florida Man does blank, and it's always something completely deranged. That's a Florida Man. Now, ever since moving to Florida, I've kind of used that as a bit of a horoscope for some of my favorite YouTubers, and some of the more questionable YouTubers during my canceled specials. Now, knowing that, this week's video is going to be another round of the Smosh cast. So, let's just jump right into it. Roll the intro. First up we have Ian. Now, doing a simple Google search, I found out that Ian's birthday is November 30th. Now, knowing that information, let's figure out what kind of Florida Man Ian is. And Ian, your Florida Man is... Florida Man seeks 1 million copies of Titanic on VHS. I mean, okay. At least it's nothing negative. At least I don't think. Let's find out. A Florida Man has amassed a collection of 2,467 copies of 1997's film Titanic on VHS. And he is aiming for 1 million. Why? You know, this will be probably the first time I ever leave someone's info in here, because it's a positive thing. I can't speak on the person himself because I don't know him, but you know what, I'm reading about him, I will give him the credit, and if I remember to, I'll tag him in the description down below, just out of respect. Who knows, you might be able to help him with his life's goal. Again, I don't know the person, so I can't speak on him. He could be a wonderful person, he could be a horrible person, I don't know. But this seems like an okay goal to have, you know what I mean? It's nothing crazy, it's nothing negative. He just wants a lot of copies of Titanic on VHS for reasons. Maybe he's gonna build like a recreation of the Titanic out of the VHSs? Who knows? The Largo area man, identified as JD, or Titanic Fan 97 on YouTube, said he scours thrift stores, flea markets, and garage sales for VHS copies of the James Cameron film, The Titanic. And social media followers have mailed him tapes from all over the world. Okay, that's cute, you know what I mean? I'm still curious on why. I really want him to make a recreation of the Titanic out of the tapes. I'm not asking for it to be able to float or anything. I just want it done, you know, art. You can't escape this movie. Everyone had it. Your grandma had it, your mom had it, your dad, whoever. Someone in your family had this movie. Now, fun fact, you can in fact escape this movie. I actually have a cousin that hadn't seen the movie until a couple years ago, and this man is in his late 30s. So you can escape it. Some people didn't see it, some people haven't wanted to see it. It's possible. It's unlikely, but it's possible. JD said he is aiming to gather 1 million copies and earn an unsinkable world record for the largest collection of Titanic VHS tapes. That implies that someone has 999,999 and they hold the record. Like, what is the record currently? Like, where can he actually stop if he wanted to? You know what I mean? What was the million? Was it just like a nice round number? Again, was it because that's how many he needs to make a recreation of the Titanic? I want it done. I would go see it. I go to sleep thinking about the Titanic, and I wake up thinking about the Titanic, JD said. I mean, honestly, if you believe in that kind of thing, you might have a past life in the Titanic. That might have been a thing that happened. And you just, like, your past life trauma is rubbing off on your current life, which is why you're having dreams and thinking of it and all that kind of stuff. Who knows? I always wonder if that's what kind of happens. Like, no, don't get me wrong, I'm not like 100% saying past lives exist. I'm just saying that maybe it's a possibility. Who knows? And sometimes I wonder if somebody's like obsession about something that happened, like a big event in the past, that they weren't alive for, is due to them being somebody that was alive for it in a past life, you know? Like, for instance, the Titanic, or somebody being obsessed with Jack the Ripper. Maybe they got unalived by Jack the Ripper in a past life. Who knows? JD's collection extends beyond VHS copies of the film. We also have the world's largest collection of Titanic, the soundtrack, on CD, JD said. Apparently, fun fact, Celine Dion does not like My Heart Will Go On. I mean, I guess she likes it, but she doesn't like being requested to sing it. Which I can get behind, you know, you make a lot of other songs and everyone just wants that one song on repeat. But you know, if I was somebody like that, I would keep singing the song. I'm like, you love me for this? Okay. Kind of the way that Mariah Carey was pissed off that All I Want for Christmas was such a big thing, that now that's pretty much one of the major things that she's known for around the world. And now she kind of feeds a bit more into it. Whereas a couple years ago, she went on record saying that she hated it. Ripley's Believe It or Not took me in, and I will be in the next book. Oh, that's cool. So he wants to be in it twice. He wants to be in it for the CD, and he wants to be in it for the VHSs. What about like DVDs? Blu-rays? Books? Collectibles? Tchotchkes? Make a whole ass Titanic museum, why don't you? You know what I mean? Like, and it doesn't necessarily need to be about the tragedy. It could be a museum about the movie. And the centerpiece of your museum? A recreation of the Titanic made out of VHS tapes. I'm telling you, I would go see it in a heartbeat. Oh, okay, that's the end of the story. Like I said, maybe go check out his channel. I don't know him as a person or as anything like that. So again, I can't really speak upon that. Hopefully I'm not sending you to a horrible person, but this seems like a genuinely nice thing. You just like, I want to do this. Okay, I'm gonna do it. So it seems nice. I'm gonna send people that way, hoping for the best. I'll check it out myself after this. Probably should check it out before I give people advice to go check it out. But you know what? He's doing something I like, and it's so rare that we get a positive story on this, so why not? You know what I mean? But yes, Ian, that is your Florida man. Live with the knowledge that is deep down inside of you simply because of the day you were born. I'm not really sorry. Make the VHS recreation. Make the Titanic out of VHSs. Please. How big can you make it with VHSs? Somebody do that math for me, please. But yes, on to the next one. Next up, we have Courtney. And doing a simple Google search, I found out that Courtney's birthday is June 19th. Another Gemini. Like I said, I'm just collecting them at this point. I'm like, yes, give them all to me. Except for Nat, he could go away. But give them all to me. The more Geminis I collect, the stronger I get. And knowing that information, let's figure out what kind of Florida man Courtney is. And Courtney, your Florida man is... Florida man pulled gun at Starbucks over cream cheese. That's not as PG as the Titanic story, which is odd because it is about a tragedy. But anyway, police say an angry Florida man pulled a gun on a drive-thru worker because they forgot the cream cheese with his bagel. I mean, I've been upset that people forgot things in my order or, you know, got my order wrong, but I would never do that. I wouldn't even scream at them. I would just be like, excuse me, sorry to bother you. You kind of got this wrong. Sorry if it's an inconvenience. But I'm allergic to this. I genuinely don't understand people who like scream at waiters or scream at people in the drive-thru or something. So I really don't understand someone pulling a gun over cream cheese. Maybe it was more than just cream cheese. Let's find out. Let's keep reading. The employee just happened to be the daughter of the Miami Gardens police chief. Oh, how convenient. Police say the man, identified in a police report as redacted age 38, became angry at a Starbucks drive-thru when they messed up his order earlier this week. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You are 38 years old and you are having a meltdown over cream cheese. I get it. We all have bad days, but that just seems excessive. That's all I'm saying. According to an arrest report, he returned to the window screaming at the employee and pulled out a gun. Again, the screaming was too far. The gun was excessive. The employee says the man shouted threats but did not point the gun at her. Well, at least there's that. But still, why was it out? You know, why was that a thing that needed to be done? You couldn't just like go inside or come back around and be like, oh, excuse me, you forgot my cream cheese or something. Like, it's that simple. Be polite. Just be like, excuse me, sorry to bother you. I asked for cream cheese and there's no cream cheese in there. You think I could get some? That's it. End of thing. They'll be like, yeah, not a problem. Or sorry, can you come back? Can you come inside and we can fix that up for you? It's a simple thing. It's simple. It is easy. You don't have to scream. You don't have to pull out a gun. Redacted is charged with aggravated assault with a firearm. He was being held on a $10,000 bond. Listen, I'm gonna be completely honest here. I feel like he didn't assault her. Should he have been arrested? He pulled out a gun, yes. But I don't think aggravated assault, because he didn't assault anyone. I feel like he got that charge simply because it was the daughter of the police chief. Because my sister had an issue where a guy was stalking her, or is stalking her, because that's a whole other thing that's starting back up apparently, who knew? Tried to run her off a road, threatened to kidnap her, broke into her place of work expecting her to be there, came to our property, caught on our property, led a police chase while drunk, and they let him go. They let him go. They found him where I said. He got in his car, sped off, led them on a chase, got drunk, got belligerent with the cops, saying, fuck you, I don't gotta listen to you, I don't fucking care about cops, blah, 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 blah. And they said, okay, sir, have a nice day. What? With all of that. And that wasn't even everything. So yeah, I'm a little biased here, okay? I'm a little biased. I'll give you the whole story one of these days. I'm just waiting for somebody to have the correct date of birth. I'm just waiting for that. I actually have the date right there, just in case I forget that that was the date of the court case. On my list of YouTubers, I have it at the bottom. I'm like, this is the date that I need. The second I find it, that is the story I'm telling. But yeah, I honestly think that that charge is simply because it was the daughter of the police chief, because a lot of the time it turns out they don't take women seriously, unfortunately. They literally asked my sister, what do you want us to do? You're the police, and you're like, what do you expect us to do? Yeah, we found him on your property, and then he led us on a drunken police chase, but what do you want us to do? We let him go. He said he doesn't believe in cops. We have no power now. That's it. He said, I'm not afraid of cops. I don't believe in cops. They're like, they faded away. What the hell was that? But yes, Courtney, that is your Florida man. Live with the knowledge that that is deep down inside of you simply because of the day you were born. I am sorry, okay? I am sorry. On to the next one. Next up, we have Keith. And doing a simple Google search, I found that Keith's birthday is October 22nd. Now, knowing that information, let's figure out what kind of Florida man Keith is. And Keith, your Florida man is Florida man convicted of unaliving wife in dispute over zombie house flipping appearance. Zombie house flipping? Zombie house flipping. Are we just putting words together at this point? Crunchy unicorn depression. Don't you use that. That is the name of my band. Let's keep reading, because I need to know what zombie house flipping is. A Florida man has been found guilty of unaliving his wife after a dispute over whether they should appear together on a home renovation television show. Oh, it's a show. Okay. Redactor was found guilty of the first-degree unaliving Wednesday for the 2018 death of his wife, who prosecutors said was beaten and strangled to death in their Orlando house. I could see one of those things being an accident or like a crime of passion, but both feels like it was planned. You know what I mean? But I'm not the police. I'm not a detective. I'm a YouTuber. So I'm just gonna not speculate. Redactor was sentenced to life in prison immediately after jurors returned the guilty verdict following almost 5 hours of deliberation. They had to deliberate for 5 hours about that? What were the other options? They're like, it could have not been him. We don't know. It could have been her evil reflection coming out of the mirror. Ooga booga, you know, like, I don't know. Like, why did they didn't need to deliberate for 5 hours about that? Did they think that maybe it was a break-in or something? Or were they deliberating on his, like, sentencing? Anyway, let's keep reading. The wife was killed in the bedroom, and Redacted attempted to clean up the scene before police arrived, according to the evidence presented at the trial. Again, that gives off premeditated. If it was a crime of passion or something like that, I feel like he would have been in shock, but cleaning up the crime scene implies premeditation. But I'm not a psych major. I've just seen enough psychologists. Redacted claimed he found his wife in the bathtub after spending the day cleaning and walking his dogs. Okay, but up there it said that she was unalived in the bedroom. Do you have a bathtub in your bedroom? something ain't adding up, you know what I mean? According to the prosecutors, Redacted had spent thousands of dollars on home renovations in hopes of appearing on the A&E reality show Zombie House Flipping, which was filmed in Orlando. Okay, I didn't know this was a TV show or the fact that it was on A&E. I haven't watched anything on A&E in a very long time. His wife refused to appear on the show, which upset Redacted and led to arguments. Oh, that is it. That's the whole story. Okay, fine. Who ends an article with, and led to arguments? I guess they gave us everything else. Like, they gave us the end first. It was very much, we see a murder and then all of a sudden it's like, 12 hours earlier. Like one of those. So he wanted his 15 minutes of fame. And she was like, I'm not feeling that. She could have had a justifiable reason for that. She could have had a stalker. She could have had somebody that she didn't want to know where she was. There's a million and one different things that it could have been that she didn't want. Maybe she's just not built for TV, Like, some people, the second a camera's on them, they freeze. Some people, shake like a leaf. It's not for everybody. So, who knows? Maybe she had a justifiable reason for not wanting to do it. And he got pissy because that meant he couldn't have his 15 minutes of fame. And he unalived her for that? I guess he got his 15 minutes in a different way, but it wasn't for a good thing. But yeah, Keith, that is your Florida man. Live with the knowledge that is deep down inside you simply because of the day you were born. I am so sorry. I don't think you would actually do that. But on to the next one. And last up for this video, we have Angela. And doing a simple Google search, I found out that Angela's birthday is October 1st. Now, knowing that information, let's figure out what kind of Florida man Angela is. And Angela, your Florida man, is Florida man arrested for throwing the Bible at deputies. That sounds familiar. Did somebody else have this one? I don't remember. I feel like somebody else had this one, though. And honestly, I feel like throwing the Bible at deputies implies that he threw one Bible at multiple deputies. I'm curious. I vaguely remember this. Maybe it's just a deja vu moment, but I feel like somebody else had it. A Marion County man is in jail after police say he threw a Bible at officers who were responding to a burglary call. So, did he come with the Bible, or was it, the house that he was burglarizing's Bible? Deja vu. According to the Marion County Sheriff's Office, Redacted confronted the deputies and yelled, "I command you," before throwing a Bible towards the deputies. Commend? I commend you. Is that a typo? Or did he actually yell, "I commend you"? I commend you, good job, congratulations. Or was it "I condemn you"? Fire and brimstone kind of bullshit, me? Whatever protection Redacted thought he had was quickly proven false, as he was immediately tased. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that, but that's funny. Think you're doing something, throwing a Bible at the sheriffs, only to be tased? That's so bad. You can see the stills from the arrest below. Obviously, I'm not showing that. Redacted has been charged with burglary and battery on a law enforcement officer. So did the Bible hit somebody then? Battery on a law enforcement officer implies that he hit somebody with the Bible, or at least decided to swing at people while he was being arrested, which I highly doubt because he was in the middle of being tased. Oh, that's the end of the story. Okay, that's all I get. I don't get to know how long he's in jail for. I don't get to know, what's his bail or anything like that. That's fine. You know what? To whoever wrote this, I commend you. Or condemn you. It might be a typo. But yes, Angela, that is your Florida man. Live with the knowledge that is deep down inside you simply because the day you were born. I'm kind of sorry. I mean, come on. It's funny. It is funny. But yes, that is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it because I really enjoyed making it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and bang bong the ding dong down below to be alerted to when I make a new video. And why not check out some of my other stuff? As more Florida men, some theater rooms, some let's play, some random, and some story times, I have a little something for everybody. And while you're at it, why not share one of your favorite videos of mine with your friends? We could always use more friends on the channel. We actually just reached 500 subscribers, and I can't thank you all enough. Thank you so much. I'm very excited to see where we all go together. I'm very excited to continue growing this channel. All 500 stars aren't in the jar yet. They are being worked on because some of the subscribers came in real fast. And that's not a complaint at all. I am very pleased. I appreciate all of you. I just wasn't expecting it. I usually have a handful of stars on hand to all I gotta do is squish them into the star shape and throw them in. Now I'm I gotta mass produce these things, Mass produce. And again, that's not a complaint. I am very grateful. Thank you all so much. I'm very excited. I didn't expect this to happen. I'm kind of shook considering I was stuck at like 125 for a very long time. And now all of a sudden, like the channel just keeps growing. So, thank you. But yes, until next time, bye!